go ahead and get started. Pick up where we left off. Is this okay, what was it? It's it was Beautiful something. Beautiful Ruin. Now this one's Beautiful Lie? Beautiful Life? What is the name of this song? But this is like the 8-bit version.
Logical.
Lie, thought so. I think so as well. From up here you can observe everything quite clearly. Let's look for anything that might catch our eye. Although we've checked the map thoroughly, it was created by Mew. There may be other things she has forgotten to tell us, if you catch my meaning. Maki here. How can we get so excited over snow? You're not a kid anymore.
Maki roll.
Hey, Maki roll. Men are living things that must cherish their playful heart. If they lose that, they'll age.
Don't understand.
I thought you said that men lose their curiosity, they'll age. Both. Yeah, they're both important. A man's got a lot to remember. Isn't that right, bro?
No.
I don't know how to respond to that. I've not studied this game like the last ones. That's fair. After. It snows, Shuichi. It snows. Snow. It's piling up everywhere. Look.
Okay.
Yeah. 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 It's a storage room. Interesting. It's a sniper rifle wrapped up in a blanket. I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that be used as weapons.
Well,
I don't see anything dangerous. Perhaps because all the weapons were deleted, the shelves were empty. The only thing here in this is an empty box and some lattice. Rolled up carpet, huh? Does look safe. Oh wow, you didn't unroll it. There's definitely a knife in there. Alright, fine. I guess we'll look through here. Mounted binoculars? Looks like you got a lot of experience with binoculars. What does that mean? Okay, oh, Peepin' Tom. There we go. You're such an obvious Peepin' Tom. I have a lot of experience. What does that even mean? Thank you. You can see pretty far with these mounted binoculars. I mean, duh, they're binoculars. Feel free to look around. Good look. Alright, so there's a pathway up here. How far down can I go? Okay. Follow the road. Goes up here. There's no bridge. Interesting. Oh, it's a loading zone. This is the line of the map. Huh.
You know.
Told you it's not a line.
man.
What is it? Why did the binoculars stop there? Aggressive men are always coming and going and coming too soon. I'll explain it when you get. I'll explain it when you get there. So don't get your panties in a bind. This is going to be relevant, isn't it? I am 100% sure. My prediction is Tsumugi is going to kill Gonta, and Kokichi is going to be blamed. They're going to be killed inside the virtual world, and maybe their cables are going to be switched. That seems relevant as well. So, but yes, I have a feeling that someone is going to be killed in the virtual world, and yeah. And so everything in this virtual world is 100% relevant. Did you manage to examine all the places that caught your eye? There aren't too many points of interest. It's really cold. I don't think it'd be snowing. Nice, Himiko. That means if you trip and hit your head, it won't hurt. Don't be rude. I'm not the type to trip that often. That was too cliche of a gag.
Jeez.
Snow in a mansion. How ominous. Great job, Killing Game Simulator.
But you know.
We're not leaving any footprints in it. What's up with that?
That's true.
It's probably programmed like that. It'd be easy to find the culprit from the footprints. Looks that way, but you don't need to worry about that. This is just a simulation, and there are no dangerous items here whatsoever. Let's go outside. We can cross the river and head to the chapel. But how do we cross the river? I don't remember seeing any bridges. So fucking stupid. You're approaching Savantard territory. Savantard. Let's just go over there and so I can explain it to you idiots all at once. It's a loading zone, guys. Haven't you ever played a fucking video game before? Something wrong, Kibo?
Well...
I just started looking at that wall and I just started to think about what Mew said. About how nothing exists beyond that wall. And then I started to think about the wall that surrounds the academy. Yes. What's your favorite loading zone? My favorite loading zone? Like in a video game?
Well then.
Like a specific loading zone? Jesus. I don't know. I'll tell you, I really liked Fable's loading zones. Fable the Lost Chapters has loading zones. What's fun about those is that you can just enter the void in Jubilife. I don't know anything about this. One of the things I like about Fable the Lost Chapters is that the world is created in like a bunch of like regions, right? It's not an open world. It's like you move from one loading zone to another, but they did a really good job of like you have to go through this gate and it kind of takes you into the next place. But you can never see the next place through the gate. It's always like every gate looks like it just kind of goes along a path through the hills. Like it's almost like the whole world is connected sort of by like fields and pathways and stuff. Interesting. That is a bug that should not have made it through, but here we are. Anyways. We should get going. If we're late, Mew will chew us out with vulgar profanities. But yeah, there's a couple of interesting ones from like Ocarina of Time. Like the Forest Temple one. In all Gen 4 games. Huh. Must be a bug with the engine that no one caught until later. Maybe they didn't care. Who knows? Strange clock. This world was created by Monokuma. Interesting. He won't give me any details. All right. So it's extra laggy.
No.
Is this the secret of the outside world? You've earned one monocoin. Yay. Something shiny. 3 monocoins. Mirai. Whose name was Mirai? I know that name. One of the characters was named Mirai. Maybe not from this game. Yeah, I think it was the animator from the anime. Spooky! As Heart Gold Soul Silver allows you to skip the waterfall when entering Kanto. Ooh, that is useful. He did go into a river for a little bit. Smart. And at some point, Junko. Why is everyone shaking their heads? Anyways, there's no bridge after all. How are we supposed to cross the river now? Just, you know, my magic doesn't work in this world. Don't tell me. We do have to swim? I won't tell you. Besides, you can't go in the river in the virtual world. Then should we use something as a boat?
Fucking moron!
Jeez, I'm not even trying to hide your stupidity. You're not even trying to hide your stupidity. The river's current is too fast. A boat will get swept away easily. Do we need a bridge then?
Listen up!
I told you, we already got a bridge. There's a wider river downstream that connects to this one. Next to it, there's a long sideboard that says Mirai Hills. Apparently, it was meant for the mansion, but we can use it for a makeshift bridge.
Well then.
So we just need to get that signboard? Or? Yeah, but I'll ask the masochist to go get it. He just loves being bossed around.
Hey, Puichi!
Shuichi, go get the signboard.
Huh?
What? Me?
Jeez.
Yeah, go get the signboard.
Why?
Huh? Yeah, you're a total masochist. that's not true at all.
Huh?
Wait a minute. Do you all think about that about me? Just to make it special, I want you to go get it while you crawl like a dog. No, I think I'll walk normally, thank you. It says Mirai Hills. I found that,
Alright.
actually. Yay. Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright.
Piece of shit!
You're right, it was Mitsurai. Somebody's name was Mirai, though. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I get a strong feeling that it was,
No.
but I don't remember. Quit wasting time and lay the signboard across the river.
Okay.
All right then.
Sure.
Yay! It fits perfectly. Candy's here. Good morning. Interesting. Interesting perspective on life. How's it going, Candy? We're gonna walk over this shabby-looking signboard. It looks like it's gonna break, but your brain must be smaller than your tits. Wow, that's rough. That's rough. I told you, objects don't break in this world. Oh, so even this crappy signboard can be a sturdy bridge in this world?
Listen up!
This signboard is the only bridge we got, so don't fuck up and let it get washed away. If this signboard gets washed away by the river, we won't have a bridge anymore.
Stop it.
Alright already, sheesh. Oh hey, here they are. Oh, there's a bridge. Oh, thank God, I gave up when I realized I had no way to cross the river. Where were you? What were you doing? You just ate? Nice. I ate 2 hours ago? I had pork chops. Mmm. French onion pork chops. This is interesting. Had a zip. Interesting. AP, I've never heard of that. What's a zup? What's a zip? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to even fall for that. Where were you? What were you doing? It's a really cool restaurant. Neat. I was in the forest over there looking for the secret of the outside world. Unfortunately, I couldn't find it. Well, I wasn't expecting it to be that easy anyways. Right, Gonta? Yeah. Perfect. It's more convenient that we're all together anyways. What do you mean convenient? Or whatever. Just across the river. Yay.
Hey.
Hurry up and get over here, guys. It's just too late to head back now, okay? Alright, come on. It's like Subway? Ooh, but better. Nice. Alright, that was stressful, but the thing about objects not breaking was true.
You know.
That's what I've been saying. Alright, so aren't we just beyond the wavy line drawn on the map? You'll find out if you keep moving forward. Why don't you go check it out? It's a loading zone.
Huh?
What was that?
What?
What was that? What just happened? For a second, it felt like I lost consciousness and everything went black, and now I'm here.
Nope.
That didn't happen to our bodies, but it happened to this world.
Huh?
What's your favorite loading zone in a video game?
But
That is an accurate description, as if the world itself switched
You're
over.
right.
Could it be loading? Correct. I mean, erect. What?
Oh my.
You said the right word the first time.
That being said,
Anyway, Four Eyes is right. You all just passed through the map loading point. Told you it was a map load.
You know,
In some games, if you go in a building, it'll take a moment for the inside to fully load. Well, the outside is like that too, because the virtual world is divided into 2 large maps. That wavy line represents where the 2 maps meet. Think of those 2 maps as if they're 2 different rooms. In the same way you have to go through a door to move between 2 rooms, to move between 2 maps, you have to pass through the map loading point.
Then,
Is that why we can't see past that point on the binoculars on the roof? Obviously, you can't see what's inside one room when you're standing inside the other. Those binoculars are essentially pointless. A map loading point. Oh, how fun! Not only does your sight get cut off, but sound bits cut off too. Oh, that's an important thing to note. Sound does not travel between loading zones. Can't hear anything at all while you're inside the map loading point. No sound goes through either.
All right.
Chapel over here, right? Well, I'm gonna go ahead then. All right, come on, Gonta. Let's go.
Hey.
Don't just run off again. I don't trust you being alone by yourself.
I told you.
It's because you pay attention to him that you're more likely to get tricked. Oh boy. Alrighty, well let's do some investigating. Anything around here? Oh. Is this the secret? Nope, it's 7 mana coins. Interesting. Let's go find out what's inside the chapel. There's so much garbage.
well then.
This is the chapel. It's a mess, huh? Searching this place is gonna be pretty hard.
Booyah!
Now that we've checked out all the important places in the virtual world,
Listen up.
let's split up and look for the secret of the outside world.
Ah.
Oh, so we're splitting up, huh? That's probably better. Wonder what the secret of the outside worlds could be. Monokuma did not give us much information about it either.
Actually,
Are we going to be able to find it if we don't know what it is? There's no point in asking whether we'll find it or not. We just got to do it. That's right. Just keep an eye out for anything suspicious, and it's bound to turn up. Sounds like we have a difficult task ahead of us, but I guess we have to see it through.
Ah.
Before we split up, I want to ask you something, Neil. No dropped frames today. Yay. Oh, they're conversing quietly. What are you two whispering about?
piece of shit.
Mind your business, titless. Damn. Quit sticking your pot belly where it doesn't belong. I don't have a pot belly. Definitely don't have a pot belly. You're not denying that first part?
Well,
So who's going to decide how we split up?
leave it to me.
Just leave it all to me. I'll figure out how everyone should split up in a flash.
Wait.
No, wait, hold up. I'll decide that. I know this world better than any of you, so I'll decide.
See.
You sure? Kaito, I want you to search the rooftop of the mansion.
What?
Why do I gotta be on the rooftop? It's freaking cold out here. There's no way the faint-hearted Kaito can search in the cold.
All right.
Alright, bring it on. All I gotta do is search the rooftop, right? Is Lemon? Is Kaito Lemon? Stream's been popping? Like your actual stream? Also, hi CJ. Long time no see. Specifically a loading zone, but I don't know. It's a very specific question about a very non-specific thing. Yeah, you've been streaming a lot. I've been, not to like, you know, call attention to it, but you've had like 10 plus viewers most of the time when you stream. So it's been pretty cool. It's nice to see you getting some attention. Did Viz raid you at some point? Because during the pre-show, when you were doing trivia, you had like 30 to 40 viewers. It was nuts. So I'm assuming he rated you, but you kept like 30 of those viewers the whole time. It was cool though. Good shit, dude. Kaito and Kokichi really don't seem to get along.
Well then.
Kokichi, you're in charge of the salon.
Okay.
Okay, got it. We need to get 3 more people to search the mansion. Doesn't matter who.
What?
This plan became pretty sloppy all of a sudden.
Oh, I see.
Then Gonta should come with me. We can search the mansion's surroundings, since no one else wants to deal with the gold. Gonta, come with
Yeah.
me. A true gentleman must always volunteer to do the dirty work.
Oh my.
A 77 viewer raid. Jesus. You and Viz are best buddies, dude. It was the power of Stone Cold Steve Austin. There you go. It's true. Butt cold Steve Butson. He never raids people either, but he raids you. The Yellow Sheep. Assassin's Creed 3? I don't remember anything from Assassin. Well, I remember, but I do, but... You can hang around the loading zone? Interesting. I'm curious what that means. Well, it is a simulator, yeah. I remember that much. I don't know. It's been a long time. I played Assassin's Creed 3 when it first came out, and then never played it again. Oh, you mean like that? Yeah. Okay. Sort of like getting to run through the infinite? Yeah. I remember that. That's more of a loading screen than a loading zone, but... I mean, it's kind of it's a very odd question. I don't think anyone has a specific favorite loading zone. You know? Unless you're, like, intimately familiar with every loading zone in a particular game. You know what I mean? Like the one in Forest Temple for Ocarina of Time. If you enter it... So, it's like a flat plane, right? If you walk into it, you walk into the temple. However, there's no collision past, like, the first, like, foot, right? So, if you jump into it from the branch above, you'll fall infinitely through the floor while you're loading. So, it's kind of a cool, like... It's kind of a cool little thing of like if you can enter that room from a different direction, then you just like fall through the floor. Like it's just something that the game, I guess they never really programmed, never really thought of. But yeah, you can just fall through there. So stuff like that, where it's like that's kind of a silly quirk of a loading zone, but loading zones are everywhere, and most of them aren't significant in any way. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to be like, this is my favorite loading zone because it takes me to my favorite place. It's like, I guess? I don't know. What reasons would you like a loading zone more than the other loading zones? Right. That's all I'm saying. And AP is intimately familiar with the, with Pokemon games, so I'm not surprised so one of his favorites is a Pokemon game. If Don't Starve Together had loading zones, I'm sure he would have a Don't Starve Together loading zone favorite. So you're just going to use Gonta again. I've decided I'm going that way too. I have to make sure you're not abusing poor Gonta.
All right.
We'll still need one more for mansion duty. Shuichi, come with us.
Okay.
Okay. Is Maki upset because she's all by herself now? Even if I ask her, I suspect she would just ask me if I wanted to die again. I should keep quiet.
Hoo-yah!
All right, everyone else stick with me here in the chapel and look for the secret.
I understand.
Himiko, Maki, Mew, and myself. Understood.
All right.
Let's go back to the mansion. We gotta find the secrets of the outside world.
Maki roll.
Do a good job, Maki Roll. Angry glare.
Hey, so
Hey, is Maki Roll mad? Suichi, did you do something? I don't know. She won't talk to me. She's actually mad. Can I investigate? Sure is messy here. There's a mountain of books and posters. Looks like Christmas decorations. How is this supposed to hide the secret to the outside world?
Leave it to me.
We'll take care of searching around the chapel. I will show you that I'm leagues apart from those household cleaning robots.
Okay.
Okay. Kibo, the ultimate Roomba. There was a glitch in adventure mode that lets you skip levels by spamming the next world button. Interesting. That sign is going to be lost, and the two teams are going to be separated. Because the two teams are separated, someone's going to get murdered. Alright. Did everyone cross the bridge? Okay then, let's head to the mansion together. Oops, my hand slipped. What are you doing? Just came here to see you guys off, and my hand accidentally slipped.
Don't screw around.
That was obviously on purpose. It wasn't on purpose at all. It was an accident.
Shut up!
You keep talking shit like that, and you only ever attract ugly bitches. Damn. Do you want to spend the rest of your life surrounded by ugly bitches, dumbass? It's not even an insult. I'm famous for attracting ugly people. Wow, you calling Maki ugly? What are they fighting about? I've met a lot of people up till now, but I've never met someone so messed up.
Shit!
That girl is so much trouble.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, there was one more person here.
But
What are the people in the chapel going to do now that they have no way to get across? Oh, you're right. You can only log out from the salon of the mansion. Maybe Mew can fix it later. Let's just get to the mansion already.
That's right.
Let's deal with them later. First, we gotta find the secret of the outside world. Sorry if I'm not explaining. I told AP my theory at the very start of this, and things are just playing out to my thought. Like, I'm calling this so far in advance. Like, I knew all this was gonna happen. I'm seeing it unfold in front of me. I'm like, yes, my plan. Not my plan, but my idea. So, I'm not gonna talk about it anymore, but just something I noticed and I would like to see come to fruition. Ah. This place is interesting. Anyways. I see. I don't know, that face is so silly. Gonta and Kaito are going to check the mansion's surroundings and the rooftop. I'll go to the salon. You can... So can the plane pair, Tsumugi and Suichi. Go plainly search the dining hall. Oh, so can the plane pair, Tsumugi and Suichi, go plainly search the dining hall and kitchen?
Sorry.
It's my fault you got plainly paired with me. Everyone knows that the plane pair is just plain dangerous.
okay.
I don't know about that. It's surprisingly cold out there, so be careful. You should come back here to warm up.
It's okay.
Thank you. Gonta, okay. Gonta, not smart enough to get sick.
Come on, man.
Interesting. Someone who isn't smart wouldn't want to save everyone. They'd only think of themselves. Thank you.
Hey,
Let's stop the fun chit-chat and go back to looking for the secrets of the outside world. But we don't know what's waiting for us, so we gotta be very careful, okay?
Okay.
Alright. We'll start searching too.
Right.
I want to hurry and find the secret of the outside world so we can go back. I want to go back to my real body.
Nah.
These avatars aren't that bad, you know?
Huh?
These avatars. Just kidding, it's just a joke. I'm just joking. I'm gonna go check out the rooftop. You guys better not slack off. The nut skip? Buy the CC pillow. Buy a life-size CC pillow. Which nut skip are you referring to?
Gonta.
Going to go now too. We should go too.
Okay.
All right, let's go. To bug the room. Oh, you mean the wrong warp where you throw two nuts and then you go through the door. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Cool. Because I wasn't sure. Because there's a couple of different ones that use nuts to like do crazy weird skips and things. So I wasn't sure what you were referring to. But yes. I call it nut skip because I'm a noob. It's all good. Reminds you of Pokemon? This is... It's got a pretty Pokemon vibe. I'll check the dining room. Can you please check the kitchen, Suichi?
Leave it to me.
Kitchen is over here. Oh, it's up to the top.
What's wrong?
I'm gonna check the dining room. Sorry, I'll investigate the kitchen now. You're gonna pester me about it. Why there's only 2 people here? I think poodles don't count. What? Only 2 people here, as in 2 people in chat? Or do you mean 2 people in this room? I know we're supposed to be searching for the secret of the outside world, but what is it? An object?
Well.
Something else entirely? I should search everywhere. Look for anything suspicious. Alive? I searched every nook and cranny in the kitchen, but... Oh, I don't know. The sun sets, yeah. I don't know. Sometimes Twitch is dumb. Like sometimes the viewer thing doesn't update regularly, so people will be here but they won't show up. Because for me, it says there's 1, 2, 3. I see at least 3 people. 3 people in chat, as we can see now. But there's a couple other people that are like lurking, and I don't know if those are bots or what. I looked everywhere, but I didn't find anything suspicious. Perhaps I missed something. I'll look one more time. It was a waste of time. I found nothing. It's been a while. I can't find anything. What should I do? Search somewhere else? Hey, it's Sumugi. How'd your search go?
No.
I didn't find anything. How about you? Same. I checked every corner, but I didn't find a thing. I'm starting to wonder if there's even something actually hidden here. Was Monokuma just lying? The way he was talking was kind of suspicious. Did you prepare some sort of bait for us? Oh, bait? Yeah, of course I have. Is your curiosity piqued? Then you have no choice but to go. Yeah, we want to go, so we'll definitely go. It was Kokichi who was steering that conversation, but why would he do that? By the way, there's something that's been bothering me.
That's...
Something bothering you? It must have been just my imagination, but there's a small window in the dining room, maybe 10 minutes ago. I looked through it, and I thought I saw Mew.
Huh?
You saw Mew, but she should be in the chapel. The bridge fell, so she shouldn't be able to get over here, right? That's why I thought it was just my imagination, so I figured I should say something. Bang.
Huh?
Someone just died.
What?
What was that sound?
No.
Sounded like something was struck really hard. It came from outside. Sumugi, let's go. A tree fell? Got a piece of kale stuck in my teeth. Nothing in Engine's Hall. Maybe outside. Oop.
Could it be?
Where's the 32-bit music? Yeah, the 32-bit version of the song. Maybe that sound was something falling off the roof?
What should we do?
Kaito?
Oh no!
Kibo? What?
What?
Is that Kibo's voice?
Why?
Kibo sounded should be in the chapel? Alright, shut up. Let's go find out. What time is it? Damn it. Tell me what time it is. I need to know all the details. Gonta.
Oh!
Suichi and Sumugi.
Gonta!
Did you see Kibo around here or something?
No.
No, Gonta not see him. You didn't? But I heard his voice. Then, did something fall off the roof? Gonta hear noise, but Gonta not see anything.
Huh?
What could that mean? I thought I heard the sound of Kibo's voice close by, but Gonta didn't see it? What about Kaito? He should have heard that from the roof. Why isn't it running here? What does all it mean? We're time to solve mysteries. That's what I'm going to do.
Alright.
Need to find out why Kibo screamed. Let's head to the chapel. Something might have happened there.
Huh?
Toilet paper? Never mind that now. Why is there toilet paper here? From the bathroom? Can I go back inside? No, you won't, you fucker. Oh man, I hate how it's gating me.
Shuichi!
Perfect timing. Is there anything over there that can serve as a bridge?
What?
Kibo's over there. Then what was that shouting I heard earlier?
Well,
Hey, we should hurry and find something else to replace the bridge with.
right.
Yeah, we might be able to make it in time.
Huh?
Make it in time? What do you mean?
Hey!
What happened? Are you guys making such a scene?
Kokichi!
Kokichi, I didn't see anyone in the dining room, so I went to look for you guys. Looks like everyone's in trouble now that Mew dropped the bridge.
Kokichi.
There's no time for laughter. We need to find a replacement bridge.
Ah.
Oh, but the bridge is over here, you know.
Huh?
What? Come on, over here.
Alright.
Anyways, let's go. Kokichi told us, so now I'm worried. Let's just wait and see what happens. A bridge is now on the floor. Oh. How did... The signboard got stuck on that boulder, and the same one Mew dropped, right?
Yeah.
It got swept all the way here. That doesn't make sense. The river goes the other way.
All right.
Now that's dealt with, let's head back to where everyone else was. What is going on? Are they back yet? Shut up.
Hey,
Oh, here, they're here. Going to just need to put the board over river? Board is so thin. Will it be okay? What if board breaks this?
Get it?
It may be thin, but maybe it's made of sturdy wood. So can you hurry up and put the bridge down?
Got it.
Got it.
What happened?
What's wrong? What happened over there?
Well-
I'll explain later, but we need to log out right now.
Oh?
Oh, where's Mew? Something happened to her.
Huh?
What do you mean?
Well,
We're not sure, but her avatar isn't moving. Maybe something happened to her in the real world that's preventing her from moving it. Oh god, I really hope she didn't die. This is real bad, guys. Okay, let's head to the salon and log out ASAP. But where's Kaito?
hey.
Hey, where's Kaito? Thank you.
That's...
I don't know. I ran here as fast as I could. I didn't check the roof. Didn't even bother going to the roof to get him. You're colder than I thought.
Huh?
What? Shut up. This game's like
Shuichi.
gating me. God damn it. Now I can't investigate properly. This fucking game. It's preventing me from obtaining information. Okay, there's toilet paper. So where... Oh, did you check the rooftop? He wasn't there.
Huh?
He wasn't
I
there.
told you.
No one was on the roof. I tried calling for him, but there was no answer.
Then...
Where did he go?
What's the point?
Probably logged out first by himself. And don't worry, he's stupid enough to get himself killed. But I don't know he... But I know he won't really die. It's perfect 3D. It's actually kind of nice to have the 3D here. This makes me mad. I want to investigate now, but it won't let me.
Shuichi.
We can only log out one person at a time. Going to have next turn. Is going to say his name and phone and someone come get him? Just do it already.
Gonta...
Going to Gokuhara.
Ah!
Oh, so that's what logging out looks like.
Oh!
Avatars disappear when we log out. But Mew's avatar is still here and unmoving, right? What does that mean? And she's unplugged. Anyway, let's hurry and go back. Sumugi Shirogane.
Right?
Okay, Suichi, you can log out before me. I'm sure your detective intuition is kicking in, right? So go ahead. I don't like this. I don't like this one fucking bit.
Shuichi.
Now that we're alone, I want to tell you something.
Huh?
What is it? You're really useful.
Huh?
Hey,
So how about you stop hanging out with the dumb old Kaito and be my friend instead? I think I can be useful to you too, you know? I can help you save everyone. And you want to save everyone, right?
I'm...
The chair is double the size of the characters? Yes. The art assets are not technically to everyone's proportions. I got rejected, but I won't give up that easily. When I find someone I like, I do anything to get them to notice me, even strangle them.
Ah!
When I opened my eyes, I could see only black. I was logged out. The helmet on my head was blocking my vision. When I realized that, I quickly reached up to grab the helmet and pulled it off. A nauseating sight was waiting for me. Who's dead? Is it Kaito? Or is it Mew? It's Mew! Oh, no! No! Damn it. I was really hoping Mew would make it to the end. God damn it. Motherfucker. It's probably good that it didn't work out the way that I thought it would. But damn, I really wanted my plan to work. The sun has risen while we were inside the virtual world.
Ding dong dong ding.
A body has been discovered. Everyone, please report to the computer room. Wait, you're already here.
Now then.
Wow, I get to bring the body discovery announcement live. Woo, doing it live is great. Better than beer and fucking. Interesting. No sign. Huh? Daddy, have you always had such a potty mouth?
Hey.
I was holding back because we already had one vulgar cast member, but now it's my time to shine.
That's
Thankfully,
nice.
I'm adorable, so I can get away with saying all kinds of crude stuff. Yay! I finally get to be a foul-mouthed asshole. What a vulgar last word.
Hey.
That's why, Monotaro, you're just staring blankly at the body. Staring at the body? Blur, 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 blur. Mommy. Oh no, it was Mommy. We barely heard the announcement as we stared at Mew, dumbfounded. We just stared at Mew's corpse.
That's terrible.
Why did it end up like this?
Why?
Why? What's going on? Why was Mew killed? Gonta not understand either. Mew like this when Gonta wake up.
Why?
What's going on? Why this happened? Poor Mommy, but Mommy.
Yeah.
Well, it's obviously a murder happened. It's obviously a murder happened. Murder?
Weird.
What do you mean? How did something happen while Gonta asleep? We weren't asleep and that wasn't a dream. We were in the virtual world.
Hey.
Where's Kaito?
Ah.
That's right. Where is Kaito? Almost as if on cue, we heard footsteps running fast down the hallway, the sound growing louder until the door burst open.
Hey.
Hey, what's this all about? Was that a body discovery announcement?
What?
What? Mew? What the hell's going on here?
Ah.
You're too late, okay? All the others finished gasping in terror already.
By the way.
But anyways, where were you this whole time, Kaito? What were you doing?
So.
I was taking a nap.
Huh?
Taking a nap? You were sleeping? Gonta was sleeping too, had strange dream. Gonta not understand anything. That was the virtual world. So you logged out by yourself and then took a nap without our permission?
No.
I suddenly got logged out. Before I realized it, I was back here. You were logged out involuntarily? Here's my thought. If you speak somebody's name, they log out. So, Kokichi logged out Kaito by being in the salon.
Okay.
I didn't know it was okay to log back in, so I went back to my room and slept.
Damn it.
And when that body discovery announcement woke me up, I rushed over here. Hey Kaito, if you're gonna lie, then you might as well do it better. Do you think we can make the killing game more exciting with a crappy lie like that?
Hold on.
It's not a lie, I was really sleeping. Hold on a minute. We can discuss whether or not that's a lie later. What we need to do right now is begin the investigation. We need to discover who killed Mew. You seem ready. Of course you are.
Right.
One of your dear friends was killed, so it's finally time for you to shine. Explain it however you'd like, Kokichi. The fact is, if we don't find out who the culprit is, we'll all be executed.
No.
But I won't let that happen. I'll find the culprit so we can all survive. Even if the culprit is Kaito?
Don't screw around.
What? Now, please save your arguments for the class trial. In the meantime, it's the Monokuma file. With all this, you can even investigate up Mew's asshole. Even there?
Now then.
Do your best. I'm certain you guys will. I'm certain you guys will make this turn of events very entertaining. Asshole. Here's the thing: is the game wants you to think it's Kokichi, but it can't be Kokichi. Daddy seems to be really enjoying that dirty word. Mommy. Okay, everyone, let's do this. I'll find the culprit this time, no matter what.
Hey!
Why are you being so cheery about it?
But
Well, what are you so sad about? You guys hated her. Not as much as you hate me, but still. That's not the issue. Of course I thought she was loud and annoying, but
I mean,
never wanted her to die. I wanted us all to escape
Yes.
together. Mew was certainly brash and spirited, but she wasn't a bad person.
Listen closely.
Believe me, I had her perform maintenance on my body, so I know. I know very well. I want to cry, but I can't. I should have had Mew install crying function.
oh,
Wouldn't your tears cause you to short circuit?
No.
Not at all. My body is completely waterproof.
Jeez.
This isn't the time for that. Gonta, no can forgive this. Gonta, never forgive this. Never forgive culprit. Gonta, never forgive self. Gonta, swear to protect everyone. Gonta could not protect anyone. Gonta's failure as gentleman. I'm tired of this awful feeling. I have to do something. I can't let
Shuichi.
this. Don't carry the burden all by yourself.
listen up.
You're my sidekick. Don't forget.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it together. If we work together, we can solve this. No way, Jose.
What?
What?
well, you know.
Shuichi is the most reliable person in the class trial, you know. Why would we let an important person work together with a suspect like you? This is gonna be an interesting case. You're saying that if I was the culprit, Shuichi would hide the truth to protect me?
Don't screw around.
Bullshit. Don't underestimate Shuichi. Even if I was the culprit, he's the type of guy that see things through. Remember Kaede's class trial?
Shut up!
He saw us through that, didn't he? I believe in Shuichi.
Okay.
You'd love to believe, don't you, Kaito?
You really don't get it.
But that belief can turn against you, especially in this killing game, you know? I've got no idea what you're talking about. I don't get it at all. Fine. If you're gonna get all worked up over it, then me and Shuichi won't team up.
But
Don't worry about it.
It's just for now. But hearing him say that, I can't stay quiet.
I believe in you.
That said, try to get through this on your own. Clear me of suspicion with your own power. If you can be cleared. I don't like this at all. It feels like another one of Kokichi's tricks. Of course, this is Kaito we're talking about. Nothing I say could change his mind. Regardless, there's only one thing I can do. I can't be afraid. Can't get lost now. In order to protect everyone, I have to do something. I have to do something. Investigation. Start. We should check the Monokuma file. Read it and weep, boys. The victim is the ultimate inventor, Mui Iruma. Mu Iruma, there we go, not Mui. Mu Iruma. Mu Iruma. The body was discovered in the computer room on the 4th floor. Approximate time of death is 6:30 a.m. There are no external wounds on the body. No external wounds. Were they strangled in the game? Time of death happened 30 minutes before now, while we were still in the virtual world. What do you want, Kokichi? You don't have to be so wary of me. It's not like I'm going to get in your way, Shuichi. It's just, I hate lies so much that I tend to suspect others a lot. Kaito said he wouldn't team up with you for this case, so I can't trust those
So
words.
that means
That's why I'm keeping an eye out, just in case he tries to bother you.
it's true.
Keeping an eye out. Don't take it the wrong way, though. I'm not trying to replace Kaito as your partner, okay?
All right.
But I'll help you as much as I can. So where are you going to investigate now? What is he up to? Why is he following me? Okay. Her hands are clasped around her neck as if she's gasping for air. Her eyes are wide open in panic. She must have suffered quite a bit.
Wow.
One grody face. She must have suffered a lot. A vulgar death fit for a vulgar bitch.
hey,
Even if you're joking, that's too far.
It's nothing,
You're right. You should never speak ill of the dead, no matter how much you hated them.
right?
Even if she was despised, pathetic, dirty cum toilet of a person. I suppose I'll never get Kokichi to change.
But
What's Miyu's cause of death? It doesn't say in the Monokuma file. May I? I wanted to let you know just in case it turns out to be a
by the
clue.
way,
I was the first one to log out and find Miyu's body. She was still wearing the helmet and her body was contorting into this awful position. Maki logged out after I did, and she helped me take Miu's helmet off. Then she was gone.
Hey.
Is that a confession?
Why?
How is that a confession? The question is the cause of death. What caused her to suffer like this? The visor. I want to double check the cables back there. Some helmets still have their cords plugged in, others have had theirs removed. I'm positive they were unplugged after logging out. We were supposed to plug the two cords into our helmets. The red for consciousness, blue for memory. This theme is growing on you. I like it a lot. It's no box 15, but it's alright. If you got those mixed up... What happens if you switch the cords? I don't know. Never done that before. Probably gets all glitchy or something. Maybe you'll swap and become a vegetable, or you do a body swap. Who knows? A glitch. Device instructions have been added to the truth bullets. Miu was killed while we were still in the virtual world.
Mommy!
Mommy! Himiko? Never thought Miu would be killed. When I saw her avatar there not moving, I thought maybe,
You're
but
right.
that's right. You saw the Miu's avatar in the virtual world had stopped moving. Me, Kibo, and Maki all found her avatar.
Hey.
Can you tell me more about this? Any details? We're looking for the secret of the outside world of the chapel. Miu was too, right?
No.
Miu volunteered to look around the outside of the chapel, so she wasn't with us. She volunteered to look around outside. We searched, but we couldn't find anything. Right when we were starting to get tired, we heard a really loud sound outside. Something must have hit the wall of the chapel really hard. We felt it all the way from inside. We rushed outside to check the side of the chapel, and we found Miu's avatar. That's when we went to log out to check Miu's real body, right?
But
We went to the river. The bridge was gone for some reason.
jeez.
Then, while we were standing around wondering what to do, you guys showed up.
Thank you.
I see. Thank you.
Oh.
That testimony sounded important, especially about how they couldn't cross the river.
Because?
Because if they weren't able to cross, then no one could have gone to the mansion in the chapel. This helps us narrow down the people who could have come into contact with Miu. Events of the chapel. Let's talk to Gonta. I'm sure there won't be anything useful.
Hey,
Gonta, are you
You're
alright?
so dumb.
Are you still depressed about Miu? Come on, don't be a Debbie Downer.
By the way,
I want to know what you think. Rare, I know, but who do you think is the culprit?
Gonta don't know.
Murder already happened when Gonta wake up.
How this happened?
Why this happened? Why Miu killed? Gonta not understand. Gonta not understand
How
anything.
can this be?
Gonta frustrated and sad. Gonta could no protect Miu. He seems all over the place right now. Aw, man, he can't think of all. He can't think at all. Gonta doesn't seem to be lying. I'm pretty sure he's telling us the truth. I guess a big dum-dum like Gonta doesn't have the brains to lie in the first place. Don't talk about him like that.
disappointed.
I'm so disappointed in you, Gonta. When I first met you, I thought you'd be more useful.
Sorry. Gonta.
Gonta's so
idiot.
sorry. Gonta, sorry he can no protect Miu.
Hey,
If you feel that bad about it, then stop blaming yourself. Help us find the culprit. This is the culprit's fault anyway, so pull yourself together and help us. Gonta understand.
Gonta do his best.
Gonta do his best to find culprit. Gonta definitely do his best this
Yeah.
time. That's the spirit. I really don't know what Kokichi is thinking. I keep saying I really hope Gonta dies. I'm getting a little tired of his character.
That's right.
I gotta explain, just so you don't misunderstand. You're talking about how you logged out by yourself. Okay, let's hear it.
What?
All right.
yeah.
Feel free to lie, of course. Exposing lies is the real pleasure of this game, after
Don't
all.
screw around.
What?
Hey,
Just ignore him and talk to me, okay?
I mean,
The whole logging out thing, I don't really get it myself. When I was looking for the secrets of the outside world on the rooftop, a circle lit up around me. I was suddenly sucked in, and before I knew it, I was logged out. Yeah, the same thing happened when I used the phone to log out. But how did that happen on the roof? But what happened after you logged out? Everyone else was still logged in, but I didn't know if it was okay for me to log back in. So I just went back to my room and slept. Since it was dawn, I was pretty tired. The body discovery announcement woke you up?
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. I heard it and rushed back here. Do you remember what condition Mew's body was when you logged out?
My bad.
I didn't pay attention to that, so I don't know. I didn't notice anything wrong, like whether she was dead or not.
Shut up!
Like I said, I don't know. He's not even getting friend zoned by Soda. Like Soda, yeah. At least Soda had, like, I don't know, he was like interacting with characters in interesting ways, you know. And he was useful sometimes, right? But I don't know, man. Yeah, Gonta has just been pretty useless. He's like the useless character, right? I need to object to the contradiction in that testimony,
Don't
right?
screw
I
around.
said I'm not lying. Tell him, Shuichi.
Shuichi.
In order to find the truth, you can't be biased. Kaito's account. What does Maki have to say? Maki was working on the computer, her hand moving the mouse around rapidly. Do you know how to work that computer, Maki?
Nope.
No, not really. I never used this program before either. I imagine that it would be difficult to understand unless you were an expert.
Well,
But I did find this text file regarding this program. It has info about the program's basic features, but other than that, there's not much.
Oh.
Oh, what did it say? If you don't want to tell me, at least tell it, Suishi. According to this text file, the Killing Game Simulator used a certain program as the base. It's called Neo World Program. Never heard of it.
Well.
I've heard of it. In this Killing Game Simulator, objects can't break. Your body's main senses are connected to your avatar, and your avatar cannot be harmed. Any damage inflicted on your avatar will be transferred to your body in the real world.
that's true.
Right? If your avatar receives fatal damage, then your real body will die from shock. There it is. This is the first time we're hearing about this. If someone receives a fatal injury in the virtual world, then they die in the real world. Your 5 senses are connected, so it makes sense you'd feel the same amount of pain.
Right?
So it wouldn't be too surprising if you died from the fatal injury. The more important question is, why did Mew keep such an important detail a secret? Why wouldn't she hide that from us? Did she hide that from us on purpose? That's all it says about the virtual world's basic features. The rest of the virtual world is the same as the real world, including the laws of physics. Warps and special teleportations like mounts do not exist.
I see.
So you can only move around using your avatar.
How boring.
She should have added warps and mounts to the virtual world. That's all it says in the text
you.
file. Thank you, Maki. That was very helpful.
But
Is this info in the text file
What
correct?
are you talking about?
What do you mean?
uh-uh.
I'm not downing you or anything, Maki, but I'm just saying that file could have been rewritten. It's possible someone rewrote the original file and with false info, you know?
But
To determine that, we would need extensive knowledge of computers.
it's my time to shine.
Looks like a job for me. That Mew would have added mounting if you asked. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm very sure. She specifically made a mention of like, oh man, the pain you feel here is real. Pleasure too. You don't even need to, use the pill or whatever. So it's like, This looks like a job for me.
Huh?
What? Huh?
Stop it.
Don't get in our way. I won't get in the way. In fact, I want you to let me help with the investigation. Help with the investigation? What are you saying?
Hey,
Come on, please. Won't you let me help with the investigation? Ever since I forgot I'm bad with computers, I'm good with computers now. This is... Ever since I forgot that I'm bad at shit, I'm good at shit now. I need to remember this for next time. I need a screen cap of this.
What are you talking about?
That's how my brain works, exactly. I forgot that I'm bad at this, so now I'm good at it. That logic doesn't make any sense. You can't, Monotaro. We're not allowed to help the participants. As mascots, we gotta stick to that rule.
I don't care.
I don't give a fart about the rules. I want to help everyone. So I was good at drinking. Oh no. I want to avenge my dead mommy.
Huh?
Mommy? You mean Mew? No, Monotaro, we've forgotten again. You've forgotten that she's not our mother. You've forgotten about the important person you need to protect. Shut up, you pig. I'm busy avenging Mommy's death. Good, how sad, but it looks like this is goodbye. I love you, but there's someone else I need to protect. Goodbye.
So long. Farewell.
Monotaro's gonna die this time. Remember in third grade when you were in the grade's designated computer expert? Hold that fart. I don't give a fart about the rules. No, hold it. Hold it forever. It's no fun. You gotta let it out. Yeah, I mean, in general, as a kid, I was a computer expert. Alrighty then, let's do this. Do what?
So what?
I don't care either way. If you want to help, then that's fine. I suppose, but
Thanks.
I'll do my best for Mommy's sake.
No.
Perhaps we should. He's doing his best for his dead mommy. I'm so touched. Wow.
Okay.
Alright, fine. I'll leave it to you then. I suppose I have no choice.
All right.
Alright. I'll start analyzing the computer right away. Tip, 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 tip. He's doing it.
This stinky little computer is no match for my hands.
Dude, he's got a mechanical keyboard. Oh, I just started opening up
His
Windows
hands are going
10.
at such an intense speed that the friction is creating fire.
All right.
I've already analyzed a few things. Already?
Okay.
The text file is consistent with the original program. It doesn't look like it was altered.
Yay.
Also, I found this too.
Is this?
The information of when everyone logged in and out. Ooh, nice. We have a log,
Okay.
a literal log. Maki login, Kokichi Gonta login, Mew login, Kaito logout, Kibo logout. Kaito logged out at 5:17. That was an hour. An hour and 15 minutes before Mew died. Okay. And then we didn't find out for 20 minutes. Huh. Huh. Oopsie, what? There's no sign this was altered either. It's definitely accurate information.
Hey.
Could you show it to me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hang on. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, then Mew doesn't log out because she dies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Somebody is getting framed. Absolutely, someone's getting framed. Somebody forced Kaito to log out. Why am I 2 minutes slower than the others? Kokichi's also 2 minutes behind me.
Well,
Aside from Mew, everyone has logged in and out once. And it would appear that no one secretly logged out and then logged back in. My main concern becomes Kaito. He logged out ahead of us. Couldn't be him. Also, interestingly enough, him logging out first almost works out as his alibi, because if Mew was murdered in the game, then Kaito can't be the killer. There's also something else I noticed while I was analyzing the program. Some parts of the program were rewritten. Yeah, Mew was the only person capable of doing that. So which files did she rewrite and what did she change?
Okay.
It's going to take a little time. As long as it's done by the class trial, then Shuichi will be able to avenge Mew.
All right.
Alright, I'll keep on analyzing the crap out of this program. You're so reliable.
that's true.
Way more than you. Rude boy. Alright, Kibo, give me some info. I've been wondering, what was the secret of the outside world that we were searching for anyways? It was the friends we made along the way. We got sidetracked by Mew's murder case. We never discovered what that secret actually was. We couldn't find anything at the chapel, and we found nothing at the mansion, right?
Okay.
Tsumugi and I didn't find
My
anything.
bad.
I didn't find anything either. That's probably the same with Kaito and Gonta too, right?
Right?
And knowing them, if they had found something, they would have told us right away.
Yeah.
They would have, unlike
Whoa.
you. Wow. Shuichi, did you hear that? This robot's being sassy with me.
That's so mean.
Did you know robots don't need warm blood to function, so they become cold like this? That's why he's more concerned about the secret of the outside world than poor Mew. He told us he couldn't cry even if he wanted to. He went so far as to stage his dramatic reaction.
That's wrong.
That's not true. I'm hoping we can discover the truth too.
Oh.
You're a pretty advanced robot. You can even be sassy and make excuses. Grr. That was useless. All right.
Like I thought.
Some buddy is being framed. All right. It ended up like this after all. I had a bad feeling ever since I thought I saw Mew from the dining room window. You thought you saw Mew?
Ah.
I told Shuichi about it. There's a window in the dining room. Maybe 10 minutes ago I looked through it and I thought I saw Mew. So how do we explain?
Oh.
So you saw Mew then? I thought I must have been mistaken since she should have been in by the chapel. You're always saying you were mistaken so you don't have to feel as guilty. Huh?
Because?
If only you had been positive it was Mew, then you could have done something sooner. You could have prevented her death.
Hey.
That's just speculation, Kokichi. You can't judge in
My
hindsight.
bad.
Oh, well, we went a little off topic here. Anyways, I wanted to ask you something. What did you do after you thought you saw Mew? I thought I was mistaken, but it really bothered me. So, about 10 minutes later, I told Shuichi while we were talking about it. And I even checked the clock, and it wouldn't tell me what time it was. Bang. Huh? What was that sound? It sounded like something was struck very hard. It came from outside. What I want to know is, what was that sound, and how did we hear it? We heard a loud sound and rushed outside into the entrance hall, where I checked the clock and the game wouldn't tell me what time it was. Let's go outside and check. Oh no, we heard Kibo. That's the other thing that's weird, is how do we hear Kibo in this loading zone? That was Kibo's voice, right? No, the oh no was when they found the bridge was out. Okay. Keyboy's voice, huh? Wasn't he at the chapel?
Okay.
He was, but Tsumugi and I were positive it was his voice. We heard Kibo from the entrance hall when he should have been at the chapel. That's weird, because you shouldn't be able to hear anything between the chapel and mansion. Crush, what's going on, dude? Hope you're doing well. Even Mew said that. Yeah, Mew mentioned that we can't hear anything across loading zones. Yeah, you can't hear anything at all while you're inside this map loading point.
I see.
Hope you're well, dude. How's your family doing? You guys surviving the COVID? The sound shouldn't reach through the map loading point, so how did we hear Kibo's voice? How were we able to hear Kibo at the mansion if he was at the chapel? Maybe somebody's lying.
Hey.
By the way, Kokichi, did you hear the loud noise or Kibo's voice at all?
Ah.
I'm not sure. I must have not noticed because I was too busy searching. Doing well, just getting ready for bed, not burial. There you go. That's the spirit. Don't give up the ghost just yet. You're COVID ready? Nice. You're lying to his face. Kaito.
Hey.
Kaito, you keep interrupting me when I talk. Do you like me or something?
Don't screw around.
Who would like you, dumbass? I'm interested in Shuichi's conversation. Conversation? You heard Kibo's voice when it should have been impossible. Can you tell me more about that? Well, what I said before was pretty much everything. After that, we headed back to the chapel to see what happened. We saw Gonta as we left the mansion, and the three of us went to the river together. That's when we met up with Kokichi.
Yeah.
And then we used the signboard that I found as a bridge. What about it, though? Did you notice anything? I suppose not. I see you're working hard. It looks like you're starting to take this game seriously, Kaito.
Shut up!
Shut up. Tsumugi's account. Loud noise. Okay, chords, all that. I guess I talked to Monotaro now? Hey there, I know you're busy with the computer. I want to go over what we learned from investigating the program.
Okay.
Okay, yada
Okay.
yada. Did I talk to Kokichi yet? Let me talk to him one more time just to make sure. Can you believe Montaro was on our side now? And for all for his recently deceased mommy. Wow. So touched, I can't stop crying. The Mono Cubs loved her so much. I'll never forgive the culprit who killed Mew. A small bottle. What is this? There's something on the seat. It's a small bottle. I feel like I've seen this before. This is yours, right, Shuichi?
Huh?
Mine? Oh, is it a poison? Should grow a ZZ Top beard. I thought about it. Here's the thing, right? Is that my mother hates me having long hair. Right? So anytime I start getting like crazy hair, crazy beard, like she is like adamant. You have to. Your mother hates you? Well, there you go. I've definitely thought of like as soon as I move out, I'm at least once in my life, I am going to grow everything out for as long as I possibly can. I would love that experiment of like letting my hair grow out, letting my beard grow out. I want to get as scruffy and as mountain man as I can. Just once, just to say that I did. Maybe not now when you need to have a mask on. Maybe. I mean, I haven't really shaved much. I haven't shaved since I got a haircut like a month ago. Are we outside the game? Yes. CJ, did you just come back? CJ, you just came back, didn't you? You broke the news to him. Okay. Yes. Mew is the victim. You died. Dude, you called it too. CJ and I were talking, and he was like, Gonta or Mew is the victim or the killer. Not specifically, like, respectively, but, like, Gonta is either going to be the killer or going to be killed, or Mew is going to be the killer or is going to be killed. Like, one of those four scenarios is going to be the case, right? And you're right. It was Mew. I was so sad, dude. We talked about this. CJ and I were talking about this in our business call before we started. We kind of got on the topic of streaming, and CJ and I were talking, and we're like, okay, I'm like, Mew seems like a character that's gonna last to the very end, right? Like this is a character that's got the voice actor, right? They paid a good voice actor to play this character. Like this character is gonna last for a long time. This person has a lot of personality and like I don't know, like has interesting conversations with people. Like this character is going to go the distance. I thought the character was going to go the distance, but did not. 'Twas not the case. CJ, we'll go over stuff and we'll talk about it after the stream at some point. But let's continue. I guess it's not yours, but it's from your lab. Ah, it's the Ultimate Detective Lab.
Right?
Yes, it's that poison. So you know about this, Kokichi. Of course, because I already checked it. We are in a killing game, you know. If there's If there's poison and tricks prepared, then of course I'll investigate them ASAP.
That's.
Huh. Oh, it's not that I can use them. I check in case someone else uses them. Is that really
By the
true?
way.
Did you see the label on the back of this bottle?
Huh?
The label? According to the warnings here, this poison is pretty lethal. It becomes neutralized once it's mixed, so it has to be taken directly. But when it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die, even if it's only if they only sip a bit. Yeah, I don't believe Gonta's the killer in this case either. You were sad when Nagito died? You did, dude. I didn't believe it, but you're right. Dude, you get it right every time. Yeah. Like I said, I really don't think it's Gonta. But maybe. Maybe. When it's taken directly, the victim will immediately die even if they only sip a bit, which means if you could get the victim's mouth open, you could kill them instantly. I can't imagine a better method of killing someone who's logged in.
By the way.
I should tell you what symptoms that this poison causes. This causes a small blood vessel under the conjunctiva to explode, which makes the whites of your eyes turn blood red. Bloodshot eyes. That's it. That's everything about this poison. Am I doing a good job? Maybe it's time to acknowledge me as your partner.
No.
I thought I remembered you saying that you didn't want to be my partner. Did I? Sometimes I lie without thinking about it. Seriously. Anyway, who brought this poison? Do you think the culprit did it? Who brought the poison? Can't be certain yet. It's Kokichi's chair. But I do know that the poison was left on that person's chair. It's hard to tell the truth all the time. I suppose I've investigated everything I can here.
Hey!
Are you done investigating the crime scene? Do you know who the culprit is yet? No, this might not actually be the crime scene. Injuries in the virtual world could be fatal in the real world, meaning there's a possibility she was killed in the virtual world, which means the next area to investigate would be the virtual world. We should go there again.
See?
I just read your mind, didn't I? I did, right? Right?
Got it.
If that's the case, I'm coming too. Oh, great, he's coming. He must really like me, huh?
Ugh.
Say whatever you want. I don't have time to waste on you.
Yeah.
If we go back to the virtual world, we might find some new clues. With those, I might be able to clear my name. May I join in as well? I also think we should investigate the virtual world again.
All right.
Why don't we all go?
Ah.
Oh, so I get to be the Avatar again.
What?
Huh? Did you actually like the Avatar after all? I'm going to stay here. He's still in the middle of analyzing the program. Going to search this place some more. There's no time to be sleeping. It's not what we're... Alright, that's fine. I'll stay here too.
Huh?
What? Surprised? Are you going to get lonely without your partner?
My bad.
I'm busy too, you know. I have to watch Maki in case she tries to do anything deceitful. Deceitful? Well, you and Kaido are pretty close, so you might do something deceitful for him, right?
Thank goodness.
Good thing Gonta's here with me. Your glare is too scary to handle alone. Gonta would risk his life to protect me from a murderer. Huh?
Hey.
Hey, if you keep saying messed up crap like that, I'm gonna kick your ass into orbit.
All right already.
It's fine. Just ignore him and hurry up to the virtual world.
Okay.
Let's focus on solving the case for now. Fine.
Thank goodness.
Thank God. I don't like violence. The ultimate supreme leader would rather sneak around.
So that means...
Anyway, I'll leave the virtual world to you, Shuichi.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating when I say this class trial can only be solved by you, okay? Your talent can save the useless people here, you know?
What?
Who are you calling
I
useless?
told you.
Enough already. Let's go. Just the three of us? Oh, no, it's... Okay. We prepped. In we go. We picked up our helmets once again, sitting in the same seats as before. The red cord goes on the right.
Goes in the right side and the blue cord in the left, yeah?
Yeah, let's do that.
Right is the hand I hold my chopsticks with. I gotta be sure to get it right. If you're that worried, why don't you use one that's already set up?
Interesting. We place the devices on our heads and flip the switch. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. It's a digital world. Welcome to the Neo World program. Do 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 do.
Great, huh?
It's my avatar. Look, my avatar. Oh, so you liked it after all.
No.
So we're back here.
100%.
Apparently, we always arrive in this room when we log in. You said that logging in and out isn't possible unless we're in this room.
Huh?
Then how did I get logged out while I was on the rooftop?
Okay.
We need to investigate that area
What should we
too.
do?
Should check Mew's avatar, right?
That's right.
I think our avatar is still near the chapel. Well, let's head out to the chapel. Let me use the bathroom real quick, and then we'll start investigating. Korean baseball? Candy is hosting. Yay! You're drawing, so take your time. Yay! Candy's drawing again. No hablo español. ¿Por qué? Español es muy divertido. Also, AP, you said he or she doesn't speak Spanish. Or Espanol, which isn't ESPNol. Interesting. I should check the map. Why are we checking the map again? Alright, YOLO. Alright, we haven't checked the bathroom at all. The first floor is the salon, the dining room, the kitchen, and the bathroom. No Pablo Sulingla. Let's see here. So we split up when looking for the secret of the outside world. Kokichi had the salon, Tsumugi had the dining room, Kaito the roof, and going to the outside, but nobody had the bathroom. This is the map of the entire virtual world. The world is surrounded by walls in all four directions. So the map is split in two. No sight or sound can pass through the map loading point. To get from the mansion to the chapel, you have to go through this point. You also have to cross the river that runs parallel to it. That's how this world is designed. Strange, I feel as though there's something secret to this. Loggeria, and I'm scared she won't stop using it.
Hey, Suichi.
Loggeria. I'm trying to think what that word would mean. Is that to like not stop talking? A non-stop flow of ideas. Oh, that makes more sense. I understand. Looking at maps makes you feel calm, doesn't it?
Huh?
Huh? You're the type of kid who stares at maps alone instead of playing in recess, aren't you?
No.
I never did anything like that.
Shuichi!
Don't forget, you're here. We're here for you, bro.
Indeed.
You're not alone anymore. What?
That's fine.
You don't need to withdraw into a shell, you know? I'm so proud of you. You made friends with real people, not maps. Oh, man.
That's wrong.
I'm investigating. All right. God damn it. I hate this gated investigation. Oh, I watched the clip. Oh, Shuichi, could you please come with
What
me?
happened?
What happened? I found something strange. I don't know if it's relevant to the case, but I want to hear your opinion regardless. It's the toilet paper roll. Toilet paper, right? Why would it be in a place like
That's
this? It's cold here.
Huh?
Huh?
Which means...
My initial thought was that someone may have come here to defecate.
No.
No, I don't think that is. I don't think our avatars have bowel movements. I don't have to go at all.
Huh?
I didn't realize that. That never occurred to me, as I do not need to expel solid waste in the real world. I'm sorry.
Ah.
Oh, wait.
But...
It's still strange. Why would toilet paper be in a place like this? Could it be related to the case? Yes, definitely is. So, for the record, unless there's some deeper meaning that I'm not understanding, the word "medipulous" comes from the Dilbert comic, or the Dilbert cartoon, and Dogbert and his mother, the older lady that he was playing Scrabble with, they were using big words to like confuse him because they were like flexing their language skills. And he's like, "Oh, you have such small language skills." And he's like, "It's not small. It's just small compared to my big math skills, right?" And like, sounds very medipulous to me. Right? So I believe the word medipulous doesn't actually mean anything. It? Yeah. The word "it" is not in the dictionary. What's it? It's in the dictionary. Like, here's a dictionary, show me. I challenge that. That's like somehow not in the dictionary. Isn't this the signboard that Mew threw in the river? Whoops, my hand slipped.
You know,
It's not some other signboard, right? Just say Mirai Hills. She said there's only one of them. It's definitely the same. I brought it back. I brought back the one that was stuck on the rocks in the river. So that's what happened. But there's something that's bothering me. The rocks the signboard got caught on weren't on the chapel side of the map. They were on the mansion side. What about that bothers you? It just got washed from the chapel to the mansion, right? That's odd. The flow of the river doesn't flow that way. Like Embiggen and Cromulent. I don't know about Cromulent. I think Embiggen was, it's a Simpsons word, right?
As I thought.
The scene of the crime has not been altered since I found her.
so
There's no possibility that someone tried to tamper with the crime scene afterwards. Okay. I see a cell phone, I see a hammer, and I see the grate from the rooftop. That's for sure. Just how he left it. I'm pretty confident in my memory. I memorized a magic spell that would take a whole year just to chant.
What?
If you think I'm lying, I could start the chant right now, you know.
Unfortunately.
No, thank you. I do not think I could wait a whole year. A logged out body disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains unchanged. in the same scene. Interesting. Remember time Dilbert got impregnated with a baby that was part human, cow, alien, and robot? I haven't watched the cartoon in forever. I remember I watched it when it first came out, but I didn't have a way to watch it, so I just had like a DVD. I think my brother somehow had a DVD of like season 1 of the cartoon or something. So, and I watched that, gosh, forever ago. About to say, I haven't watched it in at least 10 years. I must have been in middle school, and that was like 2006. So, like I said, it's been ages and ages. I never heard him biggin until I moved to Springfield. Oh, and no, it's a perfectly cromulent word. Oh. There you go. Look at all this stuff scattered around. What happened here?
Jeez.
That's what we're gonna start investigating right now. Isn't that right, Shuichi?
Okay.
Right. Is this a hammer? Why would there be a hammer in this world? Shuichi was... I rewrote the program to delete all dangerous objects that can be used as weapons. You said that she deleted dangerous objects. I can't imagine she'd miss a hammer. Was she lying? But why would she lie? Is that a cell phone? There are cell phones in this world, but what could they be for?
No.
It's a phone, so maybe she. I can't believe there's something like this here. Kaito, perfect timing. I'd like you to help me with something. I just want to test something out.
Come on.
Help you
man.
out?
Of course.
Never say no to a favor from my sidekick.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kaito.
You know,
So what do you need me to do?
Is that all right?
You don't do anything. You just have to stand here. I'm just gonna stand here. Kaito Momoto. Yep. Thought so.
knew it.
You can say anybody's name and force them to log out. This proves it doesn't have to be from the person. Doesn't have to be the person themselves. If you just say their name, you can log out anyone you
All
like.
right.
Thanks to Kaito's help, I'm starting to pin this down. Yeah. I bet Kaito was pretty surprised when he logged out all of a sudden. I should apologize for that later. Her avatar is frozen, collapsed in the snow. A logged out body disappears, but if the real body dies, the avatar remains. Makes sense for a killing game simulator. The body disappeared, we couldn't investigate. They never show injuries, so they stay the same. She still looks almost alive.
But
Her face is so pretty here, isn't it? It's hard to believe she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little morbid, but... This piece of lattice? Why is it here? This is a mysterious object. It's a wooden mat. It used to be common in bathrooms. I didn't see anything like that in the chapel. Where did it come from? I figured it out with my magic. I just figured it out with my magic. You did?
I see.
Maybe somebody used that instead of the signboard to cross the river. That somebody is the culprit. I don't think so. The river's current is pretty fast. And if you did use it to cross, there'd be no reason for it to be here. I'm just testing you a little. What does this mean? What's something like this doing here? Mobile phone. Yeah. Neither were words before, but both are in the dictionary now. Interesting. Dude, The Simpsons has so much power. Gonta is not in the simulation right now. He's going to be outside the simulation. I really like playing Scrabble, but my family is stupid and takes forever, so it's not fun. I'm surprised we don't have a Scrabble night. CJ loves Scrabble. You like Scrabble. I'm not particularly good at Scrabble, but I don't hate it. Mobile phone, indeed. My brother is that person who likes to make up words or challenge people. Played Scrabble for the last 60 days, and you probably burnt out of Scrabble. You and your mom made a new game. Dude, teach her how to play Smash. Then you just have like daily Smash practice. I forgot most vocabulary. That's the thing that's rough, Candy, about learning a new language, is that you have to constantly be like keeping up with vocabulary stuff. I was gonna ask, Candy, do you practice Duolingo? Like, do you practice English with Duolingo? I've been practicing Spanish a lot lately, and it's been keeping my mind sharp. Yes, I definitely would imagine that Candy's vernacular would be shorter, smaller. Interesting. What do you use Duolingo for? Because I think you do use it, don't you? Do you use it for German? Because you said you had to learn German for work. Only words. Interesting. German and Italian. Gotcha. One of these days, I'm gonna get good at Spanish, and I'm gonna be able to move to a different language. Because I kind of wanted to learn Portuguese a little bit just for fun, just because you guys speak Portuguese. I think it'd be kind of fun to have like a couple of languages under my belt. But we talked about it. Portuguese is like, it's just similar enough to Spanish where I think it throws off my brain. Where it's like I get the two conflated sometimes because they're so close. Sometimes they're really close and sometimes they're like way apart, but sometimes they're really close, and so it makes me confused. Never taught it in your high school? Damn. I'm not positive why this lattice is left here, but I'm sure that it must have something to do with the case. What's wrong, Kibo? Something bothering you? I remembered something. I think the whispering I overheard might be relevant to this case. You heard whispering? Yes. It did not intend to eavesdrop, but I did hear it. Shortly before we gathered at the chapel and dispersed to begin searching... Oh yeah. It's breaking your whole language. It's a very different language, so I could definitely see that. Before we split up, I want to ask you something, Mew. ... Yeah, I think it's kind of hard to keep the rules of different languages together. Because there's so many rules for language, and if you don't remember it exactly, then yeah. There you go. There you go. You get a weird bee thing. At some point, I used to know. No. I forgot how to do an Enye. It's an S. It's an A? Oh. Alt key coming in clutch. I forget what the Enye symbol is.
Huh?
Meet each other.
Yes.
Kokichi was confirming the specific place they were supposed to meet. I couldn't hear the whole conversation, but I'm certain the rooftop was mentioned. Then those two met on the rooftop?
Well...
It's strange, right? If they were planning to meet on the mansion's rooftop, why did Mew volunteer to search the area around the chapel?
You're right.
That's right. If they were meeting on the roof, she would have wanted to search the mansion. She couldn't have been able to get to the rooftop. She was searching the area around the chapel, which is where we found her avatar. With no bridge to cross the river, she could not have gone from the chapel to the mansion.
Shuichi!
Seems that we finished investigating this place. Let's go to the mansion. Can our avatars hide objects? Let's get smart. Oh, it is an S. Okay. No, it'd be an S, by the way. You had it right. Even though it's not a vowel, you would say an S because it's an eh sound. So you wouldn't say a S. You would say susbandi? Sweet or cute? Aw. Well, I gotcha. But just to clarify, it'd be an S, right? Alright. Seems like you can put stuff in your clothes here too, just like the real world. I see, just like the real world. What are you guys going to do next? Are we going back to the real world already? There's one more place I will have to investigate. The mansion rooftop. And the bathroom. Very well then. Is that a space? Huh. I wish I was 12, but I refused myself to speak because people would make fun of me. Well, you shouldn't. I know it's rough because I don't want to speak Spanish because I know that people will make fun of me. I had to wait until I was good at Spanish, but it took a lot of time of actually like speaking to actually get good at Spanish. So, in a sense, you do have to actually say the words for a while before you can get good at it. Well, that's good. I'm glad you picked it back up. Positive has something to do with. All right. I don't really get it, but if you want to investigate, let's go do that, Suichi. Yeah, you're right. Everyone is counting on you, including myself. Please give the class trial everything you've got and see us through to the end. And I'll do my best as well, of course. Terrible at teaching us how to speak a language? And I as well. I can at least do that. I am a detective after all. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. It definitely would be a problem.
Shuichi.
Hey, what was that all about?
Sorry.
Sorry. I just wanted to see if it could log out using the cell phone.
Jeez.
Then tell me first. That was bad for my heart. I suddenly got logged out. I panicked and rushed back here.
Okay.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Come on now, that's enough. Don't interfere with the investigation.
No.
I wasn't interfering. Wait, why did you guys come back here? Did you finish investigating? I wanted to investigate the rooftop next. What's important about the rooftop? Wasn't Mew at the chapel the whole time? We found her on the ground next to it. Now, let's believe in Shuichi's reasoning.
It'll be okay.
Shuichi can do it for sure. He's the ultimate detective after all. If you're gonna be like that, then do whatever you want. Investigate the rooftop. Hands-on learner, my flying buttress. I learned some Italian when my grandfather forgot Portuguese. Oh, Alzheimer's. Oh no. That's crazy. So you had to learn Italian so you could talk to your grandfather? That's nuts. I can see that. Because it's definitely, it's really weird. Someone who's fluent in two different languages, they can kind of be two different people in different languages. Like, you talk to them in English, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's so crazy, yeah." And then you talk to them in Spanish, like, "Oh, right?" Like, there's just a mile a minute and everything. But, yeah, it's nuts. Like the way they talk is different. Their cadences are different. Their inflections are different. Not just for like languages, but like the way that they're like expressing themselves is different. So it's very interesting to see people speak in different languages. Gotcha. Yeah. My French friend said that English allowed him to express himself sardonically. If you're going to be like that, then do whatever you want. Investigate the rooftop or whatever. But Shuichi is my sidekick. In other words, his deductions are my deductions. And my deductions are his.
Hey now.
Well, are you some sort of credit-stealing bully? Well, I'm going to investigate Mew's avatar since I got interrupted last time. Sorry.
Well then.
Let's go to the rooftop. God damn it. Won't let me investigate anything. Why can't I look at any of the stuff that I want to? Window possibilities most words don't have. Yeah. I understand. Languages are like that. Languages are like that. I haven't gotten that far in another language to understand that concept on a personal level, but, you know. Mew and Kokichi were supposed to meet up on this very rooftop, and the person in charge of searching this area, Kaito, was forcibly logged out.
That's true.
This area must have something to do with the case. The storage room's a little different from how I remember, so it's missing something. It's the lattice. Wasn't paying close enough attention the first time, so I don't remember. You fucking asshole, dude. Some images don't have left or right? What the hell does that even mean? It might not be directly connected to the case, but I should inspect these binoculars. I can see this building as the top of a hill. I can't see past this point because of the map loading point. That is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? So that doesn't seem right. Well, let me move? No, it won't. Law language in plain English. Huh. It means they use the compass at all times to describe placement. I feel like I've heard that before. I don't know what language it is, but I've heard that sentiment before. But that is strange. Why would the map loading point be right in the middle of the world? Something doesn't seem right. Did you find anything? This is difficult. There's nothing here that seems to resemble a clue. Mew should have arranged to meet with Kokichi here. I thought we would start at least to confirm whether or not she really came to the rooftop. Unfortunately, there are no clues which indicate that.
Hey!
I want your opinion on something. Do you think we could get up or down from this roof from outside the mansion?
Well...
That would be very difficult. This rooftop is rather high. Even the edge of the roof is roughly the height of 3 or 4 store building. That's not good.
You're right.
Some islands describe locations in relation to the highest peak. Interesting. I see. Certainly too high to jump,
As I thought.
which means it would have been impossible to climb up from the outside. The only way to this rooftop is the stairs. I see.
Hey!
What's wrong, Tsumugi? Look at this doorknob. It's locked. It is. It's a thumb turn lock. Easy to lock. It seems like you can't lock it unless you're on the outside. And the keyhole on this side of the door, it isn't usually... Isn't it usually the other way around?
No.
I've seen this before. To prevent you from locking yourself out. We need a howdy emote? Whiskey Ursa's here. Oh, I could ask for a howdy emote. If there's room for one more emote, I will ask for a howdy emote. What does a howdy emote look like? Is it just me and a Texan sort of like cowboy? I've already requested 5, so I think that's most of what's been paid for, but we'll see. I've seen this before. To prevent you from locking yourself
I
out.
see.
Is that so? The rooftop has a lock on the door. That is important information. I've inspected everything here. Maki's here. There you are. I was looking for you.
Huh?
Well, why are you here? I thought you were analyzing the program.
Told you.
Monotaro finished analyzing the program, so he told me to gather everyone. You finished?
Shuichi!
We should probably head back then. Our investigation here is pretty much done,
Okay.
right? Yeah, you're right. I've investigated everything I need to.
Shuichi!
I'll head back first.
I don't wanna.
I don't wanna say goodbye to my avatar. Did you like it that much?
Then...
We should go too.
Hey!
What's wrong?
Ew.
You're definitely more reliable in a class trial than out. All the others think so too. What?
Well,
I'm not trying to sound like Kaito, but I don't think you should carry all the burden alone. You're Shuichi Saihara before you're a detective. Don't ever forget that. Well, I shouldn't be talking. I threw away my identity as Maki Hirakawa to be an assassin.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maki. She's being considerate just now? Interesting. 10-gallon hat, piece of straw, overalls, dumb girl. What? Just randomly drop dump girl. She did not come out of the bathroom. We should log out
By the
too.
way,
Did something happen between you and Kaito? What?
well,
When he logged out a little bit ago, he looked like he was in a bad mood.
Sorry.
That's probably my fault. Does she?
well,
I don't want to know what happens between you. I don't know what happened, but that idiot is simple. I'm sure he'd forgive you if you just apologized. Suichi Saihara. And we're back. I pulled the device off my head and the real world appeared before me.
Shuichi!
Well, Shuichi, isn't the real world way better than some virtual reality? Anyway, I felt so lonely without you around. Apologize for making me feel unloved.
Hey,
There's something I wanted to ask you. I totally didn't draw anything on your tummy while you were logged in, okay?
Huh?
What?
It's a lie.
I'm kidding. So what was it that you wanted to ask?
is that all right?
You planned to meet Mew on the roof, right? Did you end up meeting her? Oh, so you know about that, Suichi. Impressive, Mr. Ultimate Detective.
Okay.
I'll tell you what happened. I never met up with Mew. I couldn't get the rooftop because it was locked. Huh. After I gave up and went back to the salon in search for the secret of the outside world. Wait. After I gave up and went back to the salon. That's fair. They were both orphans raised to be assassins. Is that true, Kokichi? Are you doubting me?
That's
Can someone verify that you were at the salon the entire time? Did you meet anybody there? No, I don't have a witness.
Right?
They both have red hair? Do you mean red eyes? Peko had red eyes and silver hair. Oops. Maki has, well, I guess she does have red eyes too, yeah. I thought her eyes were darker. She just has black hair, as opposed to silver hair. Or was it bluish? I don't know. You can also say there's no witness so that who can prove I wasn't there.
Hey!
Unless you saw the salon empty yourself.
Anyway,
Well, it's up to you whether you want to believe me or not.
Shuichi!
But you shouldn't doubt me like that. We're partners. Which one is it? Did Kokichi meet with Miyu or not? Is he lying or telling the truth? Which is it? Kokichi in the salon. Alright, Monotaro. Tell me what's up.
Hey!
I've been waiting for you, Shuichi. I'm pretty sure Maki already told you I finally finished analyzing the program.
Okay.
I started putting together a lot of important facts, so here they are.
So,
The person who tampered with this program was Mommy, like we suspected. Mommy was an eccentric way of writing her code, so I knew it was hers right away. I guess her personality wasn't the only eccentric thing about
got a
her.
minute?
What did she tamper with? A few things, but I'll share the first one with you.
so,
Mommy deleted a lot of objects from this killing game simulator. She said that she deleted anything that could be used as a weapon. In that case, why was there a hammer?
okay.
That's true, only the hammer was left. But why was it left? The way the program was written makes it seem like she did it on purpose.
then
So did she add anything? We found a cell phone in the virtual world. That cell phone was in the original feature of the program. Wise Mew hid that fact from us, which means all Mommy added were the 2 maps. The rest was already part of the
By the
program.
way,
While we're talking about objects, I wanted to ask you something. We used the signboard to cross the river. But could we have used something else as a bridge? I didn't really see anything that could have been used as a bridge to cross the river. So only that signboard could be used as a bridge. What's the next thing she tampered with?
okie dokie.
Looks like she also tampered with certain parameters of the program. Parameters? Everything in that program is categorized as either a human or non-human object. Of course, everyone's avatar was assigned the human parameter,
Really?
but for some reason, Mommy gave her avatar the non-human object parameter.
that's
What happens when you become an object? The difference is only for identification purposes, so it probably didn't affect anything.
Well.
If it didn't affect anything, then why would she have gone out of her way to do that?
Ah,
Perhaps that has something to do with the next thing she tampered with.
so.
She added a wall that didn't originally exist in the program. The coordinates of the virtual world are represented on XY axis. It seems Mommy added a wall that runs the length of the Y-axis.
Huh?
She created an additional wall. Yeah. It's the load zone thing. There were walls on all 4 directions and 2 down the Y-axis.
Hey,
You're positive there was only one?
Okay.
It was definitely the only one. Which wall was the one Mew added? It's definitely the loading zone wall. What was the world like originally? Mew said that there wasn't anything past the wall. Was that another lie? Looks like that extra wall was given a special setting that allows non-human objects to pass through it. Allows objects through. That's very interesting.
Hey.
So are those all the things she tampered with?
Ah.
There's one more thing. One of you guys also had a strange setting given to their avatar.
Okay.
The setting made it so they would be unable to move if Mommy touched them.
then
So if Mew touched them, their avatar would be paralyzed? Who was it?
Oh.
It was Kokichi. It's me. I didn't know that. Well, duh. I wouldn't know. I never touched Mew in that world. I see. I didn't even notice.
Okie dokie.
That's all I have to report. Do you think it'll help you guys out? Helps a lot. Thanks. Use avatar. Wall. Now the trial's about to start, I think, right?
Ah.
I should probably tell you this too, though it's probably not related to this case. Some sort of avatar user error occurred when you all logged in for the first time. An error. The contents of the error are unknown, so I can't provide any details. Something strange definitely happened to someone's avatar when you all logged in.
Well,
I don't think anyone's avatar was acting strange, though. What kind of error could it be? But we don't have any information on the error. Okay, everyone, time for the class trial. That thing.
Where everyone stands in a circle and talks about the dead body. Low energy? Me? No, I'm excited. Really. I'm just taking a little break right now. When I'm done, I'll be my usual energized self.
Kokichi's body was used to the truth bullet.
I'll be way more energized. Anyway, that's all.
You seem like you're not into it at all. We don't have to do the class trial, you know. But it's gonna start, huh? We can't do it anymore.
You're right.
We can't stop it anymore. No, we can't.
So.
This is all I can tell you guys, but I don't want any of you to forget. I'm your friend.
What?
Did he just decide we're friends?
Thank you.
Thank you. Gonta, feel relieved. Don't worry, Monotaro. Suichi will get revenge from Yu's death.
that's so mean.
Ideas are forming. He'll get that revenge by finding the culprit among us. The culprit is someone here.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. When this class trial is over, I hope we can all get to know each other better. Monotaro is also going to be the one killed by Monofani. Monofani? I fucking can't remember what her name is. Monofunny? That's the kind of line that triggers a death
Okay.
flag. I want a fresh start. I want to make up for my past mistakes.
Wait.
That too.
I-
Meeting you all is really...
Sorry.
Sorry, it's nothing. I'll save it for after the class trial is finished. That's the flag is rising. This raises the flagpole. What was that? I think I heard something over there.
All right.
I'll go check it out all by myself.
So long. Farewell.
So long. Farewell.
What did you say?
It's waving in the wind.
This is
stupid.
Quit screwing around. Let's hurry up and go.
Going to do his best.
Going to do his best too. Going to do his best to do even a little bit useful for everyone.
Wow.
I'm so excited. I'll definitely expose the culprit this time. What's so exciting about this? With conflicting emotions in our hearts, we headed to the Shrine of Judgment. What caused her to suffer like this? What was the cause of death? I'll do my best. Let's just fast travel. This is gonna get annoying. Thoughts? Let's get to the actual thing and then we'll do thoughts. So I'm gonna need you to stick around for just a few more minutes, CJ. Looks like that's everyone. Candy's still drawing. I'm curious to know what you're drawing, but I'll let you finish it before you show it off. This is everyone, huh? It's a lot less of us now.
It's plain to see.
Yeah. This is just half of what we started with.
Unfortunately.
Because we've allowed this game to continue, we must stop it somehow.
Right?
But we can't stop now. We can't let the fun end.
Don't.
Cut it out. I'm certain this trial will be the last one. A cute grasshopper. Bugs have a lot of features to them.
I guess.
So to get it right, it's kind of hard. Unless you're drawing it like cartoony, then it's like you just kind of get some of the basic features, but yeah. If we mess up here, our numbers will go down even quicker. Just be the culprit left. That might be okay. Maybe that's just another way to stop the killing game. If we all died, the killing game would end.
What?
Don't say stupid crap like that. It's pointless if we all die. Well, we don't have to worry. We've got the ultimate detective on our side. This is interesting.
You're right.
Okay.
I'll do my best. I don't like how everyone's believing in me. Not to say that, sorry, let's finish this. If I can't find the truth here, everyone will be sacrificed. I can't let that happen.
Come on, man.
You're getting all tense. What?
I mean,
Didn't I tell you before? Don't carry the burden.
You get it?
And didn't I tell you not to get in the way, Kaito? Huh? What's your problem?
You really don't get it.
We're all relying on Shuichi to carry our asses through this class trial. Thank you. Thank you, AP. You're like a parrot repeating the same lines over and over. You're bothering him. I think that's the most annoying thing you can do to Shuichi. You know that? That's not... What do you mean? I'm not...
Shut up.
Kokichi, you're annoying.
Please don't.
Whoa, Killer Girl's glaring at me. I was only kidding around. A grasshopper? There's something about like a proud smile, like that. Ha ha! Like yes. Like I don't know. It's really easy to do with arms because it's like you can proudly display your arms, like ha ha, as you smile. Like it's definitely something of like standing tall. You're confident. It's a big smile. Ha! Right? Eyes closed, big smile. Like face is like up. Right? Yes. Right? There's that. That's a good way to be proud. I don't know how you can do it with the arms, though. That doesn't really work for a grasshopper because grasshoppers have like the little arms in front and the big legs. He's hitting his chest. That's a good way. Like, ha ha, I did it. Like, it's me. Unless it's like a, oh, like, it's like Tarzan. Oh. I don't know. I don't know why I'm doing the weird yell. One of the things I think is weird that everyone's like relying on Shuichi. I feel like that's going to be hype. Zazie, you got here towards the end of the stream. We're going to go for a little while longer, but yeah. One of the things I think is interesting is it's like it's been a plot point this entire chapter that Shuichi is like, I have to do this on my own, right? I think this one's going to be a tough one. I have a strong feeling this one's going to be very tough because everyone's supposed to believe in me, but Kokichi is the mastermind behind this whole one. Kokichi is not the killer. Kokichi is definitely the one who is trying to sort of like set this game up. He's like the Joker here. He's setting up this whole game to play. It's all good, Zanzi. But anyways, Maki's glare seemed to do the trick as Kokichi turned around dejected.
Jeez.
That pest is gone. Thanks, Maki-Won. Just suck it up, Kaito. Now's not the time to be bickering with each other.
Got it.
My bad. Kaito, I'm sorry.
Well,
I know what you want to say, Kaito. You don't have to worry.
I believe in you.
In that case, I'll believe in you and I won't say anything else.
Shuichi.
But if you have any problems, let me know. I'll help you. I'm here for you, bro.
thank you.
Thank you, Kaito. I'm really curious how this is going to play out. I have a couple of ideas. I think it's so weird that they went with that animation.
Let's do it.
There's so many flaws with the water animations in that. And I feel like if they had like tuned it down a little bit, they probably would have been able to get that pretty easily. Like they probably would have been able to fix that. All right, let's go. Off we go into the wild blue yonder. Like all those times before we descended. Rumble, 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 rumble. It was dead quiet. The only sound I could hear was the beating of my heart in my ears. My body was trembling. The more I tried to control it, the worse it got. There's no way to get used to it, really, the fear of death. We were all fighting it, trying to be courageous. We all felt as though we were going to our own execution. No, not an execution. A test of our will to survive. Finally, the elevator stopped and the doors opened. Though I couldn't explain it, my body stopped trembling. It's the proving ground.
Welcome!
Go ahead and stand behind any open podium. Oh no, Monotaro got beat up. Move your asses. You don't want to see what I'll do to you if you keep father waiting.
Huh?
Wait, is he back to normal? You're not friend anymore? You jerks must feel pretty slick using Monotaro's forgetfulness to befriend him. He just decided on his own that we were friends.
Bastard!
I won't let you guys trick Monotaro anymore, because he's already forgotten. He may have forgotten that he was on Daddy's side, but now he's forgotten that he had forgotten that he was on Daddy's side. Thanks to me, because I smacked the stuffing out of him. How confusing. Well, whatever.
Really?
I can't remember, but one of you guys is the culprit, right? I can't be in the same room as a killer. It's dangerous. I'm gonna go lock myself in my room, maybe even set up a barricade. Yes, there are monocubs. He has 5 children. 3 of them have died. That's another death flag.
Anyway,
Let's get it started. The heart-racing excitement as the blackened and the spotless face off. We went to our podiums, as always. We knew what we had to do. There was no protest left in us. It's already the 4th time. The 4th class trial was about to begin. Ruma, the ultimate inventor. She may have been giving us a lot of trouble, but we all miss her. It's a tragedy after all. She helped me and Kaede with those cameras, gave Kibo extra functions. In the end, she had done a lot for us. And the culprit that killed her? Was one of us. I need to discover who that is. In order to survive, I have to find the culprit. And I will fight for it. I will fight for truth and lies in this class trial. Fight with truth and lies. Yes, I want to save. All right, I don't like this song because it's like too much and it distracts me. Gonna turn that down. All right, it's time to talk. All right, a few very important things were mentioned by Monotaro that I think will be the impetus in this thing. So I want to work backwards. I think Gonta might actually be the killer. Here's why. Right? This avatar error is really interesting because he just said so. Yes. But I just have so many things going on. So many things going on in my mind. There's a lattice near the chapel. This lattice was specifically on the rooftop. So we can assume that Mew made it to the rooftop. Right? Mew made it to the rooftop. That's how that was there. So the question is, how did Mew get to the other side? No, hang on. Now I need to think. God, there's so many weird things about this case that's like, I really, really, really need to think how we got here. One of my thoughts is that... Here's one of the thoughts. The world has a divide down the line, right down the middle. But I get the feeling that the world actually wraps around on the other ones. So the sign gets pushed into the water. It goes down the water. Hang on, where's the map? It goes down the water, through the river, but then it ends up in the river over here. The only way that works is specifically if the water wraps around the other side. But if the water wraps around, who's to say that something that's thrown off the left side wouldn't wrap around to the right side, right? Which is why the lattice can go from the rooftop that's here and end up on the chapel that's here, right? And if Mew has changed her properties to be item-like, like the other thing, Mew's avatar. No, it's not this one. It's they talked about it, but you added a wall, especially that that allowed non-human objects to pass through it. I don't know. There's something really weird going on. They talked about. Hang on. Is it on here? Yeah, everything here is assigned one of the two categories, human or object. Most avatars are set to human. However, Mew's avatar was the only one that was set to object, right? Yeah, so the wall is weird and the object thing is weird, right? So one of the things was that objects can't break. So one of my thoughts was, if Mew changes her avatar to be an object, that means her avatar is unable to be killed. It's unable to break, right? Maybe her thought was Kokichi might try to kill her, so as an insurance, she changed herself to be an object so that if someone tried to hit her over the head or something, like she couldn't break, like her model doesn't have something. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to think. Is like there's something very particular about this. This in particular is very important. It's going to play a part. But one of my thoughts was, like I said, if you were to throw Mew, right, maybe she could wrap around the backside of the map and then she wouldn't die. But then, you know what I mean? It's like, then, I don't know. That's so strange. But the other thing, one of the other things. So Mew's body, she would have had to wrap around twice too, right? So, something I thought of. Okay, think about this. She's an object, right? So let's say she slaps the sign down. The sign goes... Where's the map? The sign goes down the river, wraps back around, and hits the rocks, right? It is now propped up against the rocks. Mew goes outside and goes, I'm going to go investigate outside. She jumps in the river, gets washed downstream, ends up, hits the sign, hits the rocks, climbs out. And now she's on the left side of the river. Now she's on the left side of the world, right? By changing herself to an object, she is now like if the sign can wrap around because it's an object, then she can wrap around because she's an object, right? Also, just want to say, Moon River. Just want to say, I think it's funny that Mew identifies herself as an object because it's like objectifying women. I think that'd be really funny. I think it's a funny subtext in there. The fact that Mew objectified herself, quite literally made herself into an object. Anyways, so she could jump in the river, go to the left, end up on the left side, and now she can be on this side of the river, and she's supposed to be on the right side of the river, but they can't find her over there, right? So she's like nowhere to be seen, so she's had to cross the river. But she gave herself an alibi by moving the thing. It was the feminist all along. There you go. So that's how she ends up on that side, which is how Tsumugi can see her through the thing. I guess my question is that how did she die? Also, why did she do that? She did that to meet up with Kokichi. Why did she meet up with Kokichi? Right? What was her plan? Their plan was to meet up with over there. She had the cell phone, and she probably knew that Kaito was going to be there. So they were working together to... this is a feminist? What?
Comes down to this one penalty kick. Can the young woman break the glass ceiling and prove once and for all that a female can be just as good an athlete as a male?
You know, Amy, anytime someone calls attention to the breaking of gender rules, it ultimately undermines the concept of gender equality by implying that this is an exception and not the status quo.
Oh, no, you didn't.
that is way too deep for a kid's show. That's pretty funny though. Knuckles speaks the truth though. Power. You're exhausted? Go into did it. Here's the thing. My thought is, how did she end up on that side if she wasn't thrown? That's the thing, right? That's my theory. My theory right now is that the only way that she made it around the left side and hit the right side of the chapel is if she was thrown. And it's all, they made it, here's the thing. They made it a big point. They made it a big point that everybody's strength has been equalized, right? Think about it. Everybody's strength was equalized. Even Gonta said, oh, I'm not strong now, right? He made that a point. He said that. That was one of the lines, right? And then, all of a sudden, avatar error. When everyone logged in, an avatar user error occurred, which means one person's setting was not proper, right? One person's, settings weren't applied properly, which means somebody did not have the right settings. Now, that means literally nothing for anybody except Kokichi with the whole like body freezing thing, but we never got to test that. because they never met, right? Actually, that could be a cover-up, but probably not. Mew with the object thing, but that also doesn't seem like that's the right one. Or Gonta being strong. Like, honestly, those are the only 3 things that it could be, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, think about that. Those are the only things it could be. So one of my thoughts is, like, why in the world did Mew put that thing in for Kokichi? Was Mew planning on killing Kokichi? Was it as insurance so that if Kokichi tried to try something funny? I don't know. Night. All right, CJ. You have a good night. I'll see you later. But yeah, I guess we should try to piece together some things that happened. The device instructions. This hasn't come up yet as part for Mew plan to kill Kokichi. And here's the thing is, I think it might be possible. Because Mew was found with a hammer, and she intentionally tried to, like, do a bunch of stuff, right? I don't know. That's the thing that's so weird. I really don't understand what's going on. There's definitely something, something that I'm not understanding. Mew made this place, and she took out all the weapons except for the hammer. The hammer was specifically left in. Kokichi, and he was bullying her. I think she likes it, though. They were working together, right? They were working together for something. Kokichi was trying to orchestrate this plan. One of the things I think he's doing is he's framing Kaito in order to get to me, Shuichi. The reason being is that everyone's like, Shuichi, we're relying on you, but I can't do this on my own, so Kaito is supposed to be the guy that I like reach out as my sidekick kind of person. But if we throw suspicion on Kaito, Kaito's not allowed to help out. Anything he does is throw suspicion. So he's like effectively isolated from me, which means that now all of a sudden, lightning destruction, light bulb flickered. That's not good. I don't know. The device instructions. I'm curious if somebody fucked up and put 2 different ones inside and backwards, right? Oh, that could be weird. That could be really weird. Oh, that could be super duper weird. Oh, that could be really weird. Okay. Think about it. What if Gonta didn't plug in one of these correctly? What if he plugged in the red cord but not the blue cord or something, right? The reason I say that is Gonta doesn't seem to understand or remember what happened, right? We talked to Gonta and he thinks that he was sleeping and we're like, no, that was virtual. He was like, I didn't really understand what was going on, right? So he doesn't have any memory. Gonta doesn't seem to have any memory of what happened. So the memory cord was not connected. Or it was connected wrong or something. Yeah, I think Tsumugi might have been the only person who provided anything of use. Yeah. But I think what's interesting is Gonta doesn't have any memory, but he was conscious. So it's possible that he did something in the killing game situation that he didn't realize he did, and he isn't even aware that he did afterwards. Something to keep in mind. I think that's going to come up. Events of the chapel. Looking outside. Looking for a secret of the outside world. Mew volunteered to search outside the chapel and split up from Himiko and the others. While they were searching the inside of the chapel, they heard a loud sound as though something hit the chapel from the outside. When they went to investigate, they found Mew's avatar on the ground. Right? So something hit the side of the chapel, right? Which means it hit from the right side, because it's where the body was. Which makes me think, by some sheer force, they were thrown or launched from one side of the map to the other side of the map, over the void, right? Kaito's account. Kaito was the only one who logged out from the virtual world. When he was looking for the secret on the rooftop, a ring of light appeared, and he was suddenly logged out. Not knowing if it was okay to log back in or not, he went back to his room and slept. Which is totally fair. So Kaito was forcibly removed, either with the cell phone or with the salon phone. It doesn't really matter. Either Kokichi or Mew attempted to get Kaito out of there. Probably Kokichi. Killing Game Simulator. The Killing Game Simulator's text files contain the following information. Objects can't break. However, avatars can't be injured. However, the body's 5 senses are connected to the avatar, and any damage an avatar takes can be felt in the user's real body. If the avatar takes fatal damage, the real body will also die from shock. The virtual world is the same as the real world down to the laws of physics. There are no special travel methods such as vehicles or warps. That's the other thing. There are no special travel methods, right? Which means that things would have to literally loop around, right? It also means that you can't, like, there's no vehicles and there's no warps. So there's no, like, yeah, you can't just, like, step on a warp pad and, like, teleport somewhere. You have to physically move there. So if you were on the rooftop and you wanted to make it to the other side of the thing, you would have to be thrown across or something. Like, yeah, but as if an object obeys the laws of physics, right? And they can't break. That's the other thing that I think is really weird. But also notice that the one conflicting thing for me, AP, and whoever else is listening, Mew doesn't have any external injuries. Can we see her corpse? Does she have red eyes? It doesn't look like it. I don't know if she was poisoned. So if she wasn't poisoned, was she strangled? But if she's an object, can she be strangled? Right? That's what I don't get. So objects can't break, which means that you shouldn't be able to. I don't think she had red eyes. Yeah, I don't think so either. At least it wasn't, like, obvious. They didn't zoom in on it, so I couldn't tell. So it almost proves that the poison wasn't the way that they died. But that doesn't mean that another poison couldn't have been used. It just means that this poison wasn't used. But it also kind of just, I don't know, applies a bunch of dumb shit. Alright. Nobody else logged out and logged back in. I have no idea what's going on. Well, it's a murder mystery game. So if you weren't here, so don't worry about it. We're kind of just going over our thoughts before we go into it. Everything will be revealed in the case, obviously, but I love having an idea and I love trying to figure it out based on the information that we have. Because you can usually get like 90% of the way there, or like 80% of the way there, before you go into the trial, and that makes things pretty easy. You don't have to worry about thinking about it too much. Tsumugi was searching for the secret of the outside world. In the virtual world's mansion, she saw Mew's avatar through the window. So, like I said, I think that at some point she climbed out of the water or something and, like, moved to the mansion from the backside or something. I don't know. Loud noise. While Shuichi and Tsumugi were in the mansion kitchen in the virtual world, they heard a loud sound as if something crashed into something else. Shortly after, while they were both in the entrance hall, they heard Kibo's voice, despite the fact that he should have been past the map loading point. This is another one that I don't understand. Was the wall not there? No, we know that because we talked about it. You can't hear anything from one side to the other. Gosh, that's just so weird. So strange, so strange. This is the one that I think is going to be really important. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to find out. Oh, can I... Hello? Small bottle of poison. Bottled poison from the Ultimate Detectives Lab found in Kokichi's seat. Poison is neutralized if it's mixed into anything, but it's still quite dangerous, and even a small amount will kill someone. It causes subconjunctival hemorrhaging, making its victim's eyes appear completely bloodshot. Right? So her eyes did not look bloodshot, and definitely not completely bloodshot. So I don't think that this was used. It seems pretty obvious that it wasn't used, but I'm curious how that works. The first floor of the mansion in the virtual world has a salon, a dining room, a kitchen, and a bathroom. The second floor only rooftop. While looking for the secret of the outside world, Kokichi searched the salon, Tsumugi searched the dining room, Kaito searched the rooftop, and Gonta searched the outside of the mansion. The fact that we can never check the bathroom is disturbing to me. It's also disturbing because there's toilet paper. But anyways. Yeah, the way that it's set up is that if Mew can get inside the house, and then you get rid of Kaito, then both Kokichi and Mew could just go up to the rooftop and talk there, right? It's interesting. Map of the world, surrounded by walls on all four sides, and there is a loading point between the two areas of the map. The loading point splits the map into two sides. When going through the map loading point, sight and hearing are momentarily cut off. In order to go between the mansion and the chapel, it is necessary to go through the map loading point and across the river that runs parallel to it. Toilet paper. There's toilet paper found outside the ground of the mansion. Which means someone was in the bathroom. But then why did they bring it here? Signboard just long enough to use as a bridge to cross the river. It's only one in the virtual world. Mew threw it in the river, but it was later found stuck on the rocks in the river. Mew found on the ground by Mew's avatar. Mew claimed that she had rewritten the virtual world's program to delete all dangerous objects to be used as weapons, and yet there's still a hammer here. Also a cell phone. It allows the user to log out by saying their name into it. It can also be used to force someone else to log out by saying their name. Found frozen and collapsed in the snow between the chapel and the wall. When a user logs out, their avatar disappears. Oops, sorry, but if the user's real body dies, the avatar stays in the virtual world. Since avatars can't be injured, it doesn't look any different from Mew when Mew was alive. Everything in the killing game simulator is assigned one of the two objects, or two categories, human or object. Most avatars are set to human, but hers was set to object. As found on the ground near Mew's avatar, was not seen in the chapel before that point. And that lattice comes from the rooftop. While everyone was gathered at the chapel, Mew told Kokichi to meet her on the rooftop of the mansion. When everyone was deciding how to split up to search for the secret of the outside world, Mew volunteered to search the chapel. Kokichi agreed to meet with Mew on the rooftop, but because the door to the rooftop was locked, he couldn't. Why was it locked? Because of that, he returned to the salon and decided to search there. There are no witnesses who can confirm whether or not Kokichi was actually in the salon. Coordinates in the virtual map are represented on an XY axis. Mew added a wall along the length of the Y axis. The wall had special settings that allowed non-human objects to pass through it. The thing is, this doesn't explain where that wall is, which makes me think that they added the wall on the outer border so that an object could go from the river to the left side, or from the rooftop to the other side. Like you could cross that barrier if they're an object. a non-human object could cross, right? To cross the outside barrier, to wrap around, right? That's the thing. I think that's the key. So she added an extra wall, and I think that's specifically what it is. Kokichi's avatar had a special setting. If Mew touched him, he would be unable to move. They never touched, so it makes sense that they didn't do that. It was never used. After error, when everyone logged in first time, an avatar user error occurred. Okay. Last but not least, Kaito. Did Kaito do it? I don't think so. Kaito was forcibly logged out, and he's being framed hella hard, right? And I think we can all see that. Like, Kaito hasn't done anything wrong, and he was forced to be over there. They told him to go to the rooftop, and they moved him out. And then sort of Kokichi's been like scheming against Kaito for a while now, especially after he got punched. Makes sense that Kokichi is definitely trying to frame Kaito. Gonta, I think, is the one who did it. Gonta doesn't seem to have any memory, which makes it's a very interesting thing. He doesn't seem to have memory of the events, but he was conscious. So because of that, I think he was there. Also, I think he's the only one who could throw an object across the wall there, which makes me think that he definitely threw the body. What else? He doesn't seem like a murderer, but if he doesn't have his memory, then it's possible that he's not like... he wasn't himself. And maybe somebody said something that got him angry, and he choked out what's her name and just threw her. I don't know. It seems too easy. It's got to be way more complicated than that. Kokichi. I don't think Kokichi did anything. I think he masterminded this whole thing, but I don't think he actually killed anybody. Like, he likes this killing game too much, and he wants to test us. So I definitely think that he is purposely doing this. Like, he's being evil here, but I don't think he did it. It's not that I don't think he wants to be a gentleman, but he has like those fits of rage, right? So he has like that animal instinct. And if he doesn't have the memories, then maybe his inner consciousness doesn't have the instinct to do that. Maybe. There's Kibo. Kibo doesn't do anything. We heard Kibo's voice, but Kibo can't swim, so he wasn't in the water. And I don't really think he did anything. I don't have any reason to think Kibo did anything. Same with Himiko and Maki. Tsumugi. Tsumugi has opportunity. Not a motive. Nothing else. But yeah, I don't know. Something bothers me. Plus, one of the things that I noticed, I don't know if it's a trend or not, but every chapter where we discover a lab, those characters are somehow involved in the murder. Right? Well, maybe not somehow involved, but in the first chapter we unlocked Kaede's lab and Mew's lab. Now, Mew didn't really help too much. She helped set up the cameras and things, but she didn't do anything beyond that. But Kaede was the murderer. Second chapter, we found Kurumi's lab, Gonta's lab, Gonta was part of the scenario, but Kurumi was the murderer. Ryoma was the murderee, and then Maki was sort of not really involved. She was like, I hung out over there, so it wasn't me. Right? Very odd, very odd. And then the next chapter, we unlocked Kyo, Korekio, and Angie's lab, and Tenko's lab. Angie and Tenko were killed, and Korekio was the killer. Right? So I'm like, what the fuck? We have Kibo's lab, and we have Tsumugi's lab, and we have Shuichi's lab, and yet none of them are involved. So it's like, is that a pattern or is it not a pattern? That's why I'm like, I'm a little suspicious of Tsumugi. She had the opportunity, and it would fit the pattern. But I don't see how she does anything else. Like, she sees Mew through the window, and then she goes, that's fucking weird. And then she goes to investigate, goes upstairs, finds Mew, right? And then kills her, and then I don't know what happens after that. So that's what I don't understand. But anyways, those are my thoughts. All right, let's go ahead and wrap it up here. We are done. Put a marker down. /marker. And I'm curious if the mastermind will be revealed.